Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today I want to share this brand new movie that is called In the Company of Women. And to be honest, it's really giving what it's supposed to give. Yes, it's in Spanish, but you don't have to worry because it's actually available to watch on HBO Max, and there are translations available. And there's actually this very cute and interesting couple that develops on the movie that I wanted to share it with you guys. And yes, like I said, it's brand new. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well if you guys have watched the movie, and what would you personally rate it from 1 to 10. Just before we get into it, I want to give my personal rating. I will definitely rate it a 9 out of a 10. I just wish that the ending would have been different, but it was still worth the watch. It's very educational, and it's actually based, if I'm not mistaken, on a true story, which makes it even more interesting. So let's get right into further details. So basically, it's a 2023 Spanish-French drama film. The movie is set in the summer of 1977. Bea gets involved with a group of activists supporting women's rights in the Basque town of Eritrea, while also falling for an older, well-off girl, Miren. So basically, Bea, in the beginning of the movie, you can actually see that her mom works as a maid, and she actually ends up helping her mom when it comes to that specific job. Of course, her mom works for an elder woman who also is the grandma of Miren, with the girl who Bea actually ends up falling in love with. So that's how they actually started to get close, because in this case, Bea was in charge to take care of Miren's necessities when it comes to her clothing, make sure everything in her room is organized and all of that. So that's how the two actually started to get close. But at this moment, Miren, when it comes to her, she's a very so lonely person. She's apart from her mother, she's apart from her father, she's a part also of her stepfather and all of that. So she actually ends up finding comfort in Bea. But Bea also, at the same time, she's also dealing with a lot when it comes to her mom's friend. Her father is in prison, her mom is struggling a lot. Her mom is not doing okay, and then later on her mom actually ends up losing one of her best friends because of a situation that happened. So there was a lot going on. So one day, Miren actually approached Bea and told her, hey, let's get away, let's go do something fun. Let's go to the, just to go out. So they basically go out, and that's where the two connected. And that's where you can actually see that they started to have a bond together, spending time together. And that's where they started to officially flirt with one another. And during that whole moment, Miren actually ends up telling Bea, hey, I don't want to go home. My mom and my stepfather, they are coming, to my grandma's house to see me, and I don't want to see them. I don't want to go home. Take me to your place. But at the beginning, Bea was like, I'm not sure if I want to take it to my place, because we know Bea, she's a very normal girl, and Miren, she's wealthy, So Bea was like, hey, let's do it. So Bea actually ends up taking Miren to her place, and while they were there, of course, Miren actually ends up, confessing to Bea that she is pregnant, and that's why her mom and her stepfather sent her to go live with her grandmother, because they're gonna give the child away once the child, it's born in this case. And Bea actually ends up asking her, like, and what about the father of the baby? And Miren didn't give no comments regarding it, but I feel like the father might have been her stepfather, so I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like. So after that whole situation, Miren actually ends up asking Bea for them to run away, that she didn't want to go back to her house. She didn't want to go back, to see her mother, to see her stepfather, just to be in her whole family. And of course, at the beginning, Bea, she was a little bit hesitant, because she also has her own life going on. She's also, an activist, and she helps a lot of women when it comes to their rights. So, and also she had to come out of the closet to her parents, to let them know that she's in love with a woman, because at that moment they were already falling for each other. So later on, some way, somehow, basically, Miren actually ends up convincing Bea for them to leave to Barcelona. And of course, Mireya, Bea in this case, she set everything up, she prepared everything for them to go away. But things didn't go as planned because Miren actually ends up getting cold feet. She was like, no, I don't want to go. This is not the way I want to do it. I need to do it differently. So at that moment, Miren has actually decided not to keep the baby. I feel like you guys can, add 1 + 1 = 2. So in order to go forward with the procedure, they had to go to another country, in this case France, in order to get that procedure done, because in Spain it wasn't allowed in that timing. So of course Bea was so scared because her friend of her mother passed away because of a similar situation and the similar process. So she was scared that she was gonna lose Miren as well, but Miren had already have made her mind up. So Bea mom and her friend actually ends up helping Miren, for her to get out of the country so that she can go forward with the procedure. And after that, of course, Bea at this moment, she wanted to be with Miren. Like, she really, really wanted to be with Miren. And once, after her mom, Bea mom actually found out that Bea was in love with Miren, Bea went to Miren and told her, hey, I want to be with you, I want you to be with me. But at that moment of time, Miren's head was just somewhere else. She was still dealing with this whole situation that she has to go through, and not being 100% confident in herself yet. And there's just a lot of things that she still wants to do, and Bea wants her to commit, but she wasn't ready to commit. But Miren, also caring for Bea, she actually ends up telling her, like, let's try it, but not like in a relationship. So basically they end up hooking up, having that moment together, spending a night together. And after that whole moment, of course, Miren went along and she did the procedure. Bea was by her side. Bea's mom also came to support and to help through the whole situation. But at that very moment, Bea actually ends up realizing, that she and Miren, they would never be something again. And after that whole situation is over, and once they go back to Spain, having in mind that they are in France, they will not be no longer together. And at that moment, Bea's mom was like, I get it, but I still feel like you need to go away for you. Like, if you want to go to Barcelona, if you want to go to Madrid, I would recommend you to go do so. You have to do things for you. But Bea was also like, but I don't want to leave you, she said. And then her mom tells her, no, like, you can go, go figure your life out. I will be here and you can come and visit me, which makes perfectly sense. And I'm really happy that she and her mom could finally, just have a good conversation. And Miren, of course, she went through with the procedure. Everything went well, so there was also something very good to see. But the two ladies, they end up being very, very long-term friends. But yes, they have decided that them both in a relationship wouldn't work out because of the different lifestyles that they have. They're just different, but at the same time very similar. But I feel like their relationship had a lot of potential, especially after they hooked up. I felt like there would be the beginning of them officially being together. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. They just had that moment that they both felt like they needed to have, for them to spend time together. So yes, guys, for further details, if you guys want to know everything from the beginning to the end regarding this amazing movie, go ahead to HBO Max and you guys will find it there. And if you don't have HBO Max, I would recommend you all to go to Movie Star Plus. It's also there to watch. It's a 2023 movie. It's amazing. It's educational. If I'm not mistaken, like I said in the beginning of the video, I think it's based on a true story. It's good. Like, it's really, really good. So yes, guys, I really hope you all have enjoyed this very, very quick review. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, and goodbye.